Hey, I wanted to start off with math, but I'm going to start off with something more personal. Okay, I started getting into that movie Almost Famous last time in my last vid, but I didn't explain it. And sorry if I'm stuffy right now. Getting over a little sickness. So in Almost Famous, the main guy's name is William Miller. Okay, and William Miller is the guy who predicted that Jesus would come down October 22nd, 1844. 1 week before that, Nietzsche was born. And Nietzsche obviously is the main philosopher in my life to have completely, pinpointed truth and knows how to spot deception. Well, anyway, this whole movie has people's names that are similar to my family. For instance, William Miller's main boss was Ben Fontorres, that Asian guy, and my name is Ben. And William Miller hung out with a girl named Penny Lane, even though that wasn't her real name. My mother's name is Penny. The new manager, Jimmy Fallon, his name was Dennis. That's my real father's name. Elaine Miller was William Miller's mom. Elaine is my mom's name. That's my grandma, Elaine. And even William Miller's sister is Anita, and my sister is Anna. Okay, and that's kind of weird. And I guess just to mention my stepdad, the creator and writer, Cameron Crowe, it's weird that his name is Crow because he's the year of the rooster. And he's a Cancer rooster, just like my stepdad, Lewis, the year of the rooster, sign of Cancer. So you have all these names that are somehow about my life. Okay, and my whole thing is about I'm almost famous, but since I'm exposing truth, I can't be famous. Okay, but that's that. Anyway, let's get back into some Bible stuff instead of my own narcissistic stuff. Well, actually, speaking of narcissism, I got more to show you. If in when you calculate your name, and A is 2, A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, etc. Miller is going to be 33, right? Kind of like William Miller. But I'm not saying William Miller's a Freemason, but that number is kind of interesting. And when you do my name, Ben, it adds up to 21. And Ben Villars, my full name, is 114. Don't bother looking for me on Facebook. I don't have one. I used to. Here. William Miller is 148. It's weird because if you add a 0, that's the Gematria for Christ, 1480. Okay, but what I'm actually looking for is this one, okay? My full name, Benjamin Allen Villars. Alright? That equals 189. And who was the guy I was just talking about? Friedrich Nietzsche. He's 189. And yes, it's not Friedrich Wilhelm Nietzsche. He took out Willem. Actually, he took it out later in his life, just like my name didn't used to be Benjamin Allen Villars. It was Benjamin Allen Coelho Alihi Fargi. It was a Scottish last name from the Fergus line or whatever. My dad, Dennis. Okay? But I'm saying, like, me and Nietzsche, just in English Gematria, just happen to be 189, and I'm the only one on the planet Earth saying he's the 1844 cure to the Great Disappointment. I'm not saying Nietzsche is Jesus. I'm saying Nietzsche was that archetype, the next teacher, the groundbreaker, the innovator. Okay? That's kind of crazy. And yet Nietzsche wasn't a Christian. He was deceived by the Catholic Church. He thought all of Catholicism represented Christianity. Like most of the world, sadly. But that's not the case. Let's look at how the Bible is intelligent and incorporates pi and alpha. So in Genesis 1:1, in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. You got ve'et haaretz is and the earth. And that adds up to 703. But one of the words is 407. So if you look in pi at the 407th digit after 3, after the decimal, you get 703. So it's like the word. If you look for the word, you'll find the phrase in pi. Now look at John 1:1. And by the way, Genesis 1:1, when you multiply it and divide it the right way, very simple way, I'm just not going to explain it right now, you get pi. So that's why it's saying search for that in pi. And in John 1:1, when you use the same formula as you would for Genesis 1:1, you get alpha, 2.718, instead of pi. And that's a very important number in calculus. Or E, sorry. You get E, eta. And when you add up ho logos, it's 443. but logos itself is only 373. So when you look 373 digits past the decimal point in E or eta, you get 443. So once again, when you look for the word in the code that it gave you with the formula, you get the phrase 443. Okay, so that's a form of intelligence in the Bible. It doesn't mean God wrote the Bible, but it means you had to be pretty freaking smart to hide this kind of stuff in universal constants, let alone in a language beforehand. Because people have been studying Gematria for millennia. I mean, we didn't just figure this stuff out. They've been using letters as numbers since way, way back in the ancient days, okay? But anyway, there you go. I saw this Michael Jackson album cover. I was like, oh, the right eye is darkened, just like the mark of the beast. Because, you know, when you grow up, you're like, oh, that's cool stylistically. Yeah, no, it's symbolic. It's not style. It's symbols. It means the mark of the beast coming. And on my next video, I'm going to show you this awesome new channel I found, and he's got a lot of great stuff. But this video is more about me. Oh, yeah, by the way, in Project Runway, my wife is watching it. There's a girl named Sarah D'Onofrio, but it looks like San Onofre power plants. You know, just like in The Cell, the devil character's actor name was Vincent D'Onofrio. The San Onofre power plants are in San Diego, where the Great Tribulation is going to kick off, as the Grox has proven. And it's just everywhere something hides everything.